as I said, very poor performance from my side. And yeah, no titles this year. I mean, that's not something I'm used to. I mean, I was starting the season, most of my career, with a Grand Slam win or, Dubai win or any other tournament. But it's fine, it's part of the sport. You have to accept it. Some you win, some you lose. Hopefully I'll win some more. I'll still keep going, and I guess every trophy that eventually comes my way is going to be great. Obviously, to break the kind of a negative cycle a little bit that I'm having in the last four tournaments where I haven't really been close to my best.
As the tennis world turns its eyes to the California desert, Novak Djokovic is deep in preparation for the 2025 BNP Paribas Open at Indian Wells, a tournament he hasn't won since 2016, but where he holds a storied legacy.
Here at Indian Wells is Novak Djokovic.
This Masters 1000 event marks Djokovic's first major hard-court test of the year, and the 37-year-old Serbian is approaching it with a renewed sense of purpose. After a rocky start to 2025, marred by injury and an early exit in Australia, Djokovic is determined to reclaim his dominance at a venue dubbed Tennis Paradise, where he's tied with Roger Federer for the most men's titles at 5. With a potential record-breaking 6th crown in sight, his preparation is a blend of physical recovery, tactical sharpening, and a surprising coaching reunion. Djokovic's 2025 season began with turbulence. At the Australian Open in January, he suffered a hamstring tear during his 4th-round win over Carlos Alcaraz, forcing him to retire in the semifinals against Alexander Zverev. The injury sidelined him briefly, and his return at the Qatar Open in February ended in a first-round loss to Matteo Berrettini. After this loss, he claimed that he played without any pain.
It's always difficult, the first tournament after an injury. Did you feel some apprehension or lack of rhythm?
Well, I mean, I didn't have any pain or discomfort in that sense. I mean, I was outplayed by just a better player today. Yes, I wasn't at my desired level, and it could be that still not moving the way I want to move, but I mean, I played without pain, so there's no excuse in that. It was just he was just a better player.
Despite playing without pain in Doha, as he later claimed, a video of him limping through the airport afterward sparked concern among fans. His preparation is in full swing, and he's pulling out all the stops to ensure he's ready. Physically, Djokovic has been methodical. After Doha, he returned to his training base to focus on rehabilitation and conditioning. Stretching, yoga, and his signature flexibility drills are staples of his routine, designed to keep his body supple yet explosive on the hard courts of Indian Wells. He's also likely fine-tuning his diet, plant-based and gluten-free, to optimize recovery and energy. Tactically, Djokovic is preparing for a stacked field. With Jannik Sinner sidelined by a doping ban until May, Alexander Zverev is the top seed, and two-time defending champion Carlos Alcaraz looms as a major threat. Djokovic's game plan will lean on his unparalleled return skills and baseline endurance, but he's also sharpening his serve, a weapon that faltered in Doha, where he won just 62% of first serve points against Berrettini. Indian Wells' medium-paced hard courts suit his all-court versatility, and he'll aim to dictate rallies early, a tactic that won him titles there in 2008, 2011, and 2014 through 2016. Practice sessions are likely filled with simulated pressure points, break points, tie breaks, to mimic the clutch moments he'll face in the desert. The biggest headline in Djokovic's preparation, however, is his coaching shakeup. On March 3rd, Andy Murray, his old rival, has joined his team for Indian Wells. Now retired from singles, Murray's tactical acumen, forged in their epic battles, could give Djokovic an edge. Their collaboration began taking shape after Australia, and Murray's presence in the player box will bring a fresh perspective. Expect Murray to drill Djokovic on defensive consistency and net play, areas where the Scot excelled.
We had a chat the day after I finished the tournament, and we reflected on Australia and the period that we spent together. and we agreed that he's, going to go back and take some time and think, obviously speak with his family members and see if he decides to keep working, because I expressed my desire to continue the collaboration with him. So I'm really glad that he did accept, and it's indefinite in terms of how long we're going to work together. But we agreed that we are going to work most likely in States, and then some clay court tournaments, and then we'll see how it goes after that.
To have somebody who knew what it was like to play against you, has that taught you things about yourself that you didn't know before?
Yes, I mean, to some extent. Obviously it was exciting for the whole tennis world, and also for us to be in different roles together on the same side of the net. Obviously the fact that he has a unique perspective on my game. He's played me, he's played all of the current best players in the world and my opponents, and he knows everyone well. So he knows exactly what we need to do tactically. So we do talk about the tactics and my game, and the evolution of my game, and what needs to be improved, what can be improved. And so he has a very positive approach, and I think he's handled the whole pressure of being there very well, because it's different, when you're a player, and it's a completely different feeling and situation. So he's been terrific with all the other team members, and it was unfortunate the way we finished the Australian Open, obviously with injury, but nevertheless I think we had a great run.
Eurosport expert Laura Robson has said that Andy Murray's decision to continue as Novak Djokovic's coach is really cool for tennis. The three-time Grand Slam champion took up his first coaching role in a sensational move when it was announced last year that he would guide his former rival Djokovic at the Australian Open. Djokovic spoke highly of Murray throughout the tournament and remarked before the Qatar Open that he was delighted that his coaching partnership with the Scot would continue for the foreseeable future. Mentally, Djokovic is channeling his hunger. No titles this year. That's not something I'm used to, he said after his 2024 Indian Wells loss to Luca Nardi.
I'm not so sure. I'm going to obviously analyze what was done, what could have been done better, and then move on. I do play fewer tournaments, so I'm more selective with my schedule. So of course it's not a great feeling when you drop out very early in the tournament, and especially here I haven't played 5 years. I really wanted to do well, but it was meant to be. We move on. As I said, very poor performance from my side, and no titles this year. I mean, that's not something I'm used to. I mean, I was starting the season, most of my career, with a Grand Slam win, or Dubai win, or any other tournament. But it's fine. It's part of the sport. You have to accept it. Some you win, some you lose. Hopefully, I'll win some more. I'll still keep going, and I guess every trophy that eventually comes my way is going to be great. Obviously, to break the kind of a negative cycle a little bit that I'm having in the last 4 tournaments where I haven't really been close to my best.
That drought, now extending into 2025, fuels him. Indian Wells, where he holds a 51-9 record, is a chance to flip the script. He arrived in California early, as he did in 2024, balancing family time in Los Angeles with practice under the desert sun. The crowd's warm reception, evident when he returned in 2024 after a 5-year absence, will lift him. With Murray by his side, a healed body, and a razor-sharp mind, Djokovic is poised to chase history, one groundstroke at a time.